Hi guys, I'm going to attempt to film this video with two little people next to me. Right?
It's recording, right?
Yeah, it's recording. That's okay. That's fine. Today we're going to talk about this checklist that I have right here that I feel like has really changed the game for us. As most of you might be experiencing right now, we are in quarantine, kind of. I'm in a unique position where I'm sort of at work, but say, Lily. Nonetheless, we need to spend a lot of time at home, so we were going a little crazy after a few days.
Mommy, when can I cross it?
Not yet.
When?
I will tell you when. So I had an old checklist that I had been inspired by Jordan Page, who is a mom of 8 little kids. Really inspiring how she does it all. Like clearly I don't have what she has, but anyway, and she recommended a list that kids can kind of go through, a checklist that kids can go through every day before they get some kind of reward, which in our case is to watch 1 episode of TV. Before this whole whirlwind crazy COVID thing, Theo would watch TV only on the weekends when Lily was napping and not during the week because he was going to school and it wasn't necessary. And now, because the days are very long and we can't really go outside, we are allowing 1 episode of something for good behavior. But he has to complete his checklist. So
I did it already.
you did it already, but where are all the check marks?
No, but no, I raced. I don't know who raced it off, but I did it.
Okay, so Jordan has a clipboard, which is a good idea. Maybe I should get one of those, and each of her kids have a clipboard. I modified this for Theo, and I might change it up again. I'll show you what I think is good for our age. We lost you? Are you coming back up? My goodness. So if you're interested in hearing more, like and subscribe below and leave comments about what other kids related videos I can do for you guys to make your life easier during this crazy times that we're living in. These things are that you have to do in the morning. Actually throughout the whole day, but in the morning.
I don't want to do it.
You want me to go through it? Mm-hmm. You can really customize this to your own child. I know, this is a disaster. I want ice cream.
Huh?
I want ice cream.
Me too.
That's good.
Oh, you don't want to do this with me?
No.
Alright, I lost everybody. So, I'll see what I can do. So basically, this is a schedule for any age you want to set it to. Because I made this especially before Theo could read. It's all pictures and you can really customize it to your own child and your own needs. Hi guys, interrupting myself over here, but if you want a copy of the list that I made for Theo, I will have it linked down below so you can check it out and see what could work for you and your family. All right. The first one is make his bed, have breakfast, brush teeth, do some schoolwork, get dressed, feed the dog or take the dog for a walk, something doggy related, clean up your toys or help clean the kitchen or something. He actually really likes to wash dishes, he likes to vacuum. He doesn't love packing away his toys, but he will do it. And then eat lunch and then read stories. And then what I realized through using this recently is that I would add my more independent playtime because I'm trying to encourage him to do that more, especially because we're at home so much now. He wrote his name at the top and you can write a description of whatever you need. And then as he goes throughout the day, he checks them off and he finds that really satisfying and it really works. One more thing that I would say is really useful is that I use a document plastic sleeve over the worksheet and then he can just take it off with a whiteboard marker. So that's a little tip. I tried to use this with him when maybe he was about 3 years old and didn't really stick, mainly probably because I didn't keep up with it. I probably should have done that more. But now that he's nearly 5, he's really into it and really understands. And then we have some other systems that work with it as well. So I'm going to show you those in a second. Hi guys, so it is a little bit later, as you can see, different background situation. But I quickly wanted to show you the schedule that we've been using since staying home more. At the moment, this is going to be the weekend schedule and I'll see how it goes and if my nanny can kind of keep it up It would be better if I was at home, to be honest, but that's another whole conversation. So I just wanted to show you guys, and maybe it'll help, because I think it has really helped us as a family to communicate, to kind of know exactly who's supposed to be when, for both Ryan and I to have time to ourselves a little bit on the weekend, which is really important and something that we neglected to do. And if we don't schedule it, it doesn't happen, and then you kind of become resentful. And we do have certain things that are just not kid appropriate, like filming. I've tried to film this like 7 times. Any kind of computer work, admin type stuff is really tough with little kids running around. So even working out can be a little tricky. Obviously you can include them in the workout and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you just want a little bit of alone time, and that's okay. So I'm just going to show you what schedule has been working for us. Yeah. Okay, so I probably have negative 30 seconds to do this before I get bombarded. It's bedtime, so, but I just wanted to show you. All right, apologies for the kids in the background, just keeping it real. So this is our schedule. As you can see, it's super basic. Nothing fancy, and I just kept it like that because I just wanted this to be realistic, real life, you know. So 7 to 9 in the morning, 7 being wishful thinking because typically they are up before then, and it's kind of a block schedule. So this is also something that Jordan talks about, and I'll link her amazing video about it down below. I've done it in 2 to 3 hour chunks, I guess, and one of them is a 1 hour chunk. It kind of depends on your family, but basically the idea is not to schedule every hour, but more to have some wiggle room with extra time built in so you can move things around. So for kind of our home days, if we don't have, like if I'm not going into work, it's more weekend. This is more a weekend schedule, I guess, because Ryan will still have to work even though he's at home. But basically 7 to 9 is kind of breakfast, make your bed, walk the dog, maybe we go out as a family for a quick walk, throw in a load of laundry, and then I put in a check email because I think not having any tech in the morning is just not realistic for us with work and kind of a lot of uncertainty going around. But especially for Ryan and his work, he does need to be checking email and maybe responding, and maybe while I'm looking after the kids or making something, he can kind of just do a few things work related. Then 9 till 11, I chose that spot for me because I feel like my brain works much better in the morning. So I've kind of put Julie work, quote unquote. Ryan has the kids, Theo does schoolwork, maybe they go outside, groceries, so some kind of like errand if they can. Although I think after today we probably won't be getting groceries personally anymore. We will be trying to get them delivered if we can do that. And then 11 to 1 or 2 is kind of lunch, like a very basic lunch. Usually I make like avocado toast, but Lily is usually very tired from that point, so she goes to bed and naps anything from like 11:30 to 1, maybe 1:30. Quiet time for Theo, independent play, which is something that I really need to be working on with him because otherwise it's like TV and I don't really want that. But we all kind of need a break during that time. If I've had a bad night and haven't slept, sleeping that well, then sometimes I try, I mean this is weekend too when I'm not at work, but I try and like take a power nap for like 20 minutes. I really need to lock my phone up as well because it's super distracting at the moment. And then 2 to 4 is kind of Ryan's slot where he can do work or work out, or I don't know. It used to be a time, I guess, when he would go meet a friend maybe, but that's not really a thing anymore. Then maybe Theo does some schoolwork and they play. And, you know, we kind of just have those like open slots. Then 4 to 5, we kind of reconvene. We do a little family walk, take the dog for a walk, go outside. Today we walked to an ice cream place, just like a zombie apocalypse. No one was around. It was kind of crazy. And then 5 to 7, roughly, dinner, bath. I've written a dance party if we can get people inspired, if they're crazy. And then sometimes we do like a movie night, which would be on a Friday or a Saturday, where Theo gets to choose something to watch, maybe a little bit longer than he would normally. And then books, and then 7:30 bedtime. But yeah, I hope this kind of gives you inspiration. It's super simple, nothing fancy. You can erase it and modify it as you need. And so I just wanted to show you. It also has really helped Theo, I think, to have a schedule. He has responded pretty well to that as an almost 5-year-old. So that's also a little bit of a tip to kind of get everybody on board. And he's like, what's on the schedule? And he can kind of tell the time now, especially like a digital clock for sure. So he's very interested in knowing what's supposed to happen and what's going on, and it's, you know, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, you know, this is real life, right? Sorry if this is really bumpy. I'm gonna sit you guys. Maybe I'm gonna sit you guys right here. It's obviously a little bit fluid, and that's what I like about it. So in conjunction with the checklist that I made for him, which I probably will modify a little bit, but in conjunction with that, and then the schedule, it really helps him to feel a bit more in control and know what's expected. And it's true that kids really need routine. And especially in this time now where there's no school, there's like no structure really, you know, you literally could just stay inside all day and watch TV. I think it's going to be helpful. So I wanted to share that with everybody, and in the hope that it will help people. If this video helped you, please give it a like to support my channel, subscribe for more videos, let me know what you want to see. And if you have any ideas for keeping kids entertained and not watching TV all the time during this kind of crazy life that we're living right now. Sending you guys all love and health and wellness and closeness, but not too close, with your families. I hope there's some silver linings in this whole thing, because it's such a crazy time that we're living in right now that, you know, no one expected. But I think there's some valuable lessons to learn in it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Hope you guys are well, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh my goodness, before I go, have to show you this. So, you know, a la, what's it called? Homestead style. I'm very into making things from scratch, but I've been making bread inspired by quarantine, and look at this. Holy moly. So this is a double batch of bread. It started off like, where's my hand? Probably around that size. And it's supposed to ferment for 12 hours, and we're on to probably hour number 6 or 7 right now. I will link the recipe for this. And what I think I'm gonna do is actually take some out and freeze it, because I read that you can freeze fermented dough. So I might wait a little bit longer to do that, so it gives it as close to the 12 hours as possible. And then I'll bake it tomorrow, and it's really good. Might as well embrace our sort of homesteading life right now. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. I will link a recipe for it and where I got it from and everything below if you guys are interested. Okay, bye for real this time.